people think going vegan is healthy, but is that always the case?
As with all other diets, you really have to keep a close eye on the things that you put into your body. 9 News health expert Dr. Powell Coley is joining us this morning with a much closer look at all of this. Dr. Coley, good morning.
Good morning.
Let me just start with, why have plant-based diets become so popular in recent years?
It is such a trend. I'm actually plant-based myself, so they estimate about 4% of Americans call themselves vegetarian, and only about 1% say that they're vegan. And I think a big reason for this is really because of the health benefits. We've seen a huge number of health benefits come out of plant-based diets, but it's also better for the environment. It's probably more humane, and for a lot of people, there's religious, cultural, and social reasons. And having plant-based foods readily available to us has made it a lot easier to be vegetarian than ever before.
What do they say the benefits of a plant-based diet?
Yeah, have you guys ever considered going plant-based?
Never. Never.
So
I like that red meat.
Maybe I will convince you. So it lowers your cholesterol, your LDL cholesterol, the bad cholesterol. Helps with weight management because it's less calorie-dense food. It is associated with increased longevity, living longer, potentially lower risk of dementia, decreased risk of diabetes, and decreased muscle mass loss over time. So a whole host of health benefits that it's been linked to, that people are saying as long as you don't get nutritionally deficient with the plant-based diet, may actually be healthier for you than many of the red meat-based diets, which we know contain a lot of unsaturated fats and can raise your cholesterol, can cause triglycerides to go up.
Now, as we tease, those benefits come along with eating the right kind of plant-based foods, because there's also the wrong kind of plant-based foods, right?
Very much so. In fact, I personally eat some vegan junk food myself. So one of the most important things to do is just, if you're plant-based, doesn't mean you're being healthy. You want to make sure that you're whole food plant-based. So you're not eating those fake meats, you're not loading up on carbohydrates, you're not loading up on refined sugars, because when you tend to go plant-based, you go to a restaurant, what do you order? Macaroni and cheese or mashed potatoes or some of the most unhealthiest options. So I actually like to look at the ingredient list when I buy my groceries. We'll look at how many ingredients it has, how processed it is. So you want things that are minimally processed, what the protein and fiber content is. That's really important. And then micronutrients like vitamins that it might have as well. These are the ways that you decide which plant-based foods to reach for, which ones to turn away from.
Randomly, the other day, I looked at the ingredients in like those Impossible burgers
Oh,
or
yeah.
whatever. Oh my goodness, the list is really long, and we
really
say to
long.
stay away from that. It should have like 5 or less, right? And it does not look that great.
No, it is, and that's considered a vegan junk food. That's one of those things that I would say is kind of once in a while. You can cheat with that, but if you're eating that every day and thinking you're being healthy, it's actually the opposite. And I would say even look at the oils that it was made in, because a lot of times these plant-based foods are made in bad oils like vegetable oils rather than healthy oils like olive oils.
I want to ask real fast, because one reason that I haven't ever gone plant-based is because there's natural vitamins in meat.
Yeah.
What about if you are plant-based? How do you get those?
Really important to supplement, because you're absolutely right, you will get deficient in certain vitamins. So let's talk about those. Vitamin B12. That largely comes from animal sources. So most of my friends that are vegan or vegetarian generally supplement with B12. Iron is another one, especially if you're a woman who's, premenopausal, still menstruating, you can get deficient in that. And the iron found in plant-based foods doesn't absorb the same way that regular iron does. So important to supplement that. Omega-3 fish oils, that's a really important supplement if you're going plant-based. Now, notice I said fish oil. So if you're plant-based and you don't eat fish, you actually have to get these from algae. So talk to your doctor about that as well. And then vitamin D is another one that we usually get from our milk, vitamin D and calcium. And if we're not having milk, we need to make sure we have fortified foods with it. Although some of those plant-based milks, don't get me started on those, because those are highly processed as well.
Sure.
Yeah.
All right, Dr. Coley, very interesting. Thank you.